Hey, hi Sarah. Can you just join your sessions? You can see
Hello.
the sessions and you can see your university name. Yes, I can see you. Hi Sarah.
Let me share my screen. Hold on one
Yes,
second.
you can share your screen. There is if you already submitted your presentation, that's okay. Otherwise, you can just put the share screen and you can just share your presentation with us. And thank you very much. By the way, you recently came down to the Indore and Bangalore, a
Yeah,
physical event, and you become an exhibitor of this event. So thank you very much to supporting Study Metro.
of course. Can you see my shared screen now?
Yes, we can see your screen. Yes, you can start now.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Sarah Schaller. I am representing the University of Toledo. I am the International Student Recruitment Coordinator. So let me get into the presentation. I'm going to skip the video just in case it does not work for us.
This is us. This is the University of Toledo. The University of Toledo thrives on its vibrant, diverse family of engaging innovators.
Could you hear the video on your end? All right, we'll go ahead and
Yes,
skip.
yes, we can hear.
This is us.
Okay. All right. So just to give you some numbers about the University of Toledo, we have around 13,000 undergraduate students and around 4,000 graduate students for a total of 17,000 students on campus, to give you an idea of the size. Of those students, about 1,500 are international students. We are very welcoming to international students. We are quite an international and diverse campus. So when you walk around on campus, you will get to see people from all different cultures, all different backgrounds. That is one of my favorite things about working at the university. You will see that our average incoming freshman GPA is a 3.56 on a 4.0 scale. This is important because international students with a 3.5 and above cumulative GPA throughout high school receive an automatic scholarship with admission of 8,860 USD. We're a very comprehensive university, about 250 academic programs, and most of our international students are definitely focused on the STEM programs, some business as well. So engineering is going to be definitely our most popular programs amongst our international students. So as I mentioned a little bit about the STEM majors with engineering, we also have some health options for students to go into if they are interested. So for our Indian students, most of the time they are going to be interested in the engineering, like I mentioned, like computer science. We do have 3 computer science programs because it is that popular on campus. So each different program in computer science has a bit of a different focus. Information technology is also going to be pretty popular. We also have mechanical engineering with a mechatronics, specialization, bioengineering, but I can get into all of the engineering programs that we offer. We do have education, arts, and humanities programs as well. With our business programs, we have management is going to be very popular. Information systems is considered a STEM program with the business majors, and I'll get into some of those provided. So to put the University of Toledo on a map, we are located in the U.S., in the state of Ohio. So we're located about an hour from Detroit, about 30 minutes from Lake Erie. So you can see us there on the map. We are located within 3 hours of 36 Fortune 500 companies. And this is going to be so important when students are completing their internships and their co-ops if they are in the College of Engineering, because not only do they have access to companies within Toledo, but they are able to go off campus and complete these experiences with major global companies within 3 hours of our campus. So most internships will take place during the summertime when students are not in class, and then the co-op is integrated into the engineering programs so that students are able to leave campus as well to complete these experiences. So some of the major Fortune 500 companies that the University of Toledo is very familiar with and has really strong ties with are going to be listed here. A lot of these are American companies that are specific to the Toledo area, but we do have students going all over the US for their co-ops. We've even had students complete international co-ops. Again, co-ops are going to be with the College of Engineering, but students in business or any other program are able to complete internships. So students would find these internships by attending the career expos that happen on campus twice a year. The students can go and meet with the company representatives directly, but we also have career workshops and internship workshops happening throughout the year with the different academic colleges. So students are able to get connected with internship openings and start applying throughout the year for the designated time that they would like to complete the internship, which would typically be in the summer. So internships are going to either be paid or unpaid. It just depends on the specific internship opportunity, whereas the co-ops will all be paid, and this is going to be integrated into the engineering program itself. So as I mentioned that the College of Engineering has the paid integrated co-op programs. This is what makes it so popular with our international students. So engineering technology students have the option to complete 3 paid co-ops over the course of their program, which is about 4.5 years. And then engineering science programs are required to complete the paid co-ops. So it's basically guaranteed, that they're going to be earning about 30,000 USD over the course of their program length. This is because students are making upwards of 20 USD per hour when they are working with their co-op company. And then they're also gaining the equivalent of 1 year of paid industry experience before they even graduate. So many times the students do end up getting a full-time position with the co-op or with the company that they did complete the co-op with during their time as an undergraduate. So, this is really what makes the University of Toledo stand out in engineering. We are one of only 8 American universities to have the integrated co-op program. So how does the integrated co-op program work? So starting in the first year, students are going to complete only their classes on campus. So, they would be actively attending their courses, kind of gaining, experience within their topic areas. So they're only going to be in class for the first year. Starting in the second year, that is when one of the semesters is going to be where they are away at their paid co-op with the company that they are working with. So one semester is only going to be the co-op. They're not taking any classes during this time. So students don't have to worry about the class load while they are completing the paid co-op. Many times the company also pays for the room and board of the student while they are working at the company, and multiple students might be doing, a co-op at the same company at the same time. So students are able to live together, go to their company to complete the co-op. So that begins in the second year. It is one of the semesters that they would complete their paid co-op, and then the other semester would be in class. And that's how it goes for the rest of the program time. So one semester would be the paid co-op, and the second semester, or the other semester, would be completing classes. So co-ops, I just want to clarify, are unique only to the College of Engineering, and the co-op basically means that the paid industry experience is integrated into the program itself. Now with the College of Business, all of our students are eligible to complete some kind of internship to get that industry experience that is so important before you graduate, to really network, not only network with the company and kind of get your foot into the door, but to start building your skills in real life, and with, a company itself, so that you are ready with experience once you graduate. So you will see that there are 11 programs of study in the College of Business. So I mentioned before that information systems is the business major that is considered STEM at the University of Toledo. The rest of the programs would not be considered STEM, but that doesn't mean that they are not great programs. So if you see an interest area here, management is really popular, but we see students in every area of our business programs from India. So we do have a 91% job placement rate within the field for our business students, which is pretty high. And students can also apply for additional scholarships with their academic college. So within the College of Business, there are 500,000 scholarships awarded annually. And these are in addition to the scholarships that international students would be eligible for upon admission if their GPA is a 3.0 or above. And I will talk about this a little bit later in the presentation, just the specifics with the scholarships. So again, as I mentioned, how do students get the internships with the College of Business? We do have 2 major career expos that come to campus twice a year, where students are going and meeting with the company representatives directly to, apply for the internship postings. But throughout the whole year, we do have different workshops and events where students are able to connect with the companies, to see the internship postings, to review their resume, practice their interview skills, and kind of get ready for when they would be applying for the internship. So I'll just go over this briefly. The College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. This is really going to be the college for a lot of our STEM interested students. So within biology, we have a lot of different areas that students can specialize in. Environmental studies, environmental geology, environmental sciences. That's going to be, an area that students might also really be interested in going into as we move forward in the modern world. Data science is a new program that we are excited. It has 3 different specializations: astrophysics, environmental, and public health. We also have a pre-medicine program available to our undergraduate students as well. So they would complete that 4-year pre-medicine bachelor's program before going on to apply for the graduate portion of the medical school, which that is the typical track at all American universities. You would complete a 4-year bachelor degree in pre-medicine before completing the 4-year medicine graduate program, which is medical school. So that's how it kind of works. So students are able to do the pre-professional program in medicine as an undergraduate student. So we don't get too many students interested in the artsy areas, but we do have an economics major within the College of Arts and Letters that does have some other impressive benefits. If you have students that are interested in economics, then they not only are considered STEM students now, but they are also able to get additional scholarship funding automatically just for being an economics major. So students would apply as normal as an economics major. We see that their economics and they automatically get $1,200 USD per year just for being an economics major, on top of the scholarship that they will receive based on their GPA. Okay, let's go to the next slide. We also have a College of Nursing as well, so students are able to enter directly from high school into the pre-nursing portion of the program. So total, the program is going to be 4 years. So students are able to start that bachelor degree right away from high school. The first 2 years would be considered pre-nursing, and then the second 2 years of the 4 would be the professional portion of the program. But students are really able to benefit from the medical center that we have on campus. So the University of Toledo Medical Center, you can see in this photo, we do have our own hospital. So that is going to provide students access to, real life interaction with patients and with our simulation center. You can see the nursing students here are working on a simulated patient. So this is going to be a really interesting experience for new nursing students who are able to take the vitals of the simulated patients and really kind of experience what it's like to provide care as a nurse before going on to work with real patients and their clinicals. So this is becoming a very popular program with our international students as well, because nursing is in such high demand. So students are not going to have any issues with getting a job after they complete the program. So just to quickly mention, we do have graduate programs at the University of Toledo, and you'll see the highest ranking programs listed here in case there is an interest area that you're looking at. But out of our 3,000 graduate students, a pretty good portion are international students, about 634 international students. One thing to note, Study Metro and the University of Toledo are just partnered on bachelor degree programs only at the moment because our offices are separate. So we do work with bachelor students through my office. So the majority of this presentation is just going to be focused on the bachelor or undergraduate students. But if they are interested in going on to complete a graduate degree, whether that's a master's or a PhD program after their bachelor program, that is an option. So students are not without support when they come to the University of Toledo. So they will meet with their academic advisors before even stepping on campus. We do have free tutors available for students to access. There's a writing center as well. So students who want to make sure that their, first university essays in English are, really top notch and well edited can stop by and have that taken care of at the writing center. Our faculty is very accessible and they love when students participate. So the faculty love when the students are asking questions, participating in class, stopping by their office hours. So one of the best resources for students is going to be their professor right in the classroom, someone who is an expert in the field. I always tell students, ask questions, have a relationship with your professor and get to know them on a personal level, because many times they'll be able to connect you with, some resources that might not be displayed publicly. So for example, they might be able to connect you with an internship opening that they had recently heard about from a colleague that might not yet be posted, or, along those lines, they're able to kind of get you some additional connections into the field, offer you some additional insight beyond what's just taught in class. If you really get to know, their content and them as a person and going to office hours and things like that. So we do have an office that's dedicated specifically to the needs of our international students. So this office is going to assist with international student orientation, housing, health insurance, visa requirements, banking needs, all of those questions that come with being an international student. and that, can sometimes cause students a bit of stress. So we have that all taken care of. And not only do they help with all of those areas, but they also put on different events and programs for our international students specifically. And these are not small events. I mean, these are campus-wide, well-attended events where the whole campus comes together to not only support our international students, but to just celebrate the campus community as a whole, because our international students are an important part of our campus community. So, these are some of my favorite events to attend. And this is going to be a place where students really feel the support and the welcoming of their specific culture onto campus. So something that's really cool to see. I also have included some photos down to the left-hand side from our Indian Student Association, but we have so many different organizations to choose from. So students can have a little taste of home if they want to join the Indian Student Association, but we have over 400 student organizations, or students can start their own with just 7 members. So whether students are interested in getting involved in professional organizations that might help support their individual, programs, such as a professional engineering organization or a professional business organization, or anything that has to do with their area of study. That is a great way to add to their resume. They can take leadership positions within these programs, within these organizations, gain volunteer experience, network. That's super important. But it's also important to have fun and to make friends and to really feel at home on campus. So the student organizations are really the place where students are able to do that. Again, another photo from our Indian Student Association, but some things to do outside of class as well, just to kind of give you an idea of our campus beyond the classroom. You'll see our Student Recreation Center to the top left-hand corner. That is free for all students. So this is really an impressive facility with Olympic-sized pools, a running track, 3 floors, all the workout equipment students could ever imagine, workout classes, that kind of thing. Different courts as well. So basketball, pickleball, badminton, all of that can be found at the rec center. This was my favorite place to go when I was a student. But all of our athletic games are free as well for students to attend. So we are a Division I athletic university. So sports are definitely a highly celebrated part of our student, vibe, really part of the culture. We have a lot of students who are interested in wildlife as well, in nature. So we do have the metro parks within biking distance from campus, but all over the city of Toledo. And the metro parks are rated #1 in the US, which is definitely a point of pride for the city of Toledo. So students are able to benefit from that, to enjoy, walking through the parks and just taking a break from class. Another look into our city. So the University of Toledo is located in the city of Toledo, as mentioned before. Our downtown is about 15 minutes away from campus. So students can take a bus to get there, or an Uber, or, tag along with a friend who might have their own personal car. But there's lots of restaurants and cafes. There's shopping centers as well. But students are also able to attend our baseball stadium, which is in downtown Toledo. This is a really special place. You can see Muddy the Mud Hen is our mascot for this team. So I always encourage students to attend a baseball game. It's definitely such an American experience, especially in our city. And then they can also visit the Toledo Museum of Art or attend a concert at the Toledo Zoo. So there's a lot of things to do both on and off campus. Okay, so to get into the tuition and fees, The columns are broken down by living on campus versus living off campus. So that's really going to be the only difference between the two columns here. So full-time tuition and fees, again, this is all before scholarships. It's going to be around $21,000 per year. Students living on campus will pay around $13,934 USD, but this includes both the room and the meal plan, and students can customize that as well to their meal preferences as far as how much access they want to the dining halls and the restaurants on campus, and then their room plan as well. So do they want to live in a single? Do they want to live in a quad? Or do they want to live in the classic double room? So students are able to kind of customize how they want their on-campus living experience to be. Then we have our estimated miscellaneous and student college fees incorporated into the total cost, as well as our medical insurance for 12 months, which can be waived if the student does have another insurance plan. So total for our students, total cost of attendance, total I-20 cost is going to be around 39,000 USD before scholarship, but 90% of our international students are coming with a scholarship. So for a student that has a 3.5 GPA and above, this is reduced to around 29,800 per year for total cost of attendance. Most of our students are living on campus, but if they're living off campus with the same scholarship, that's going to be around 25,700 per year. Let me talk about our scholarships quickly though. So our scholarships are automatic with admission. Basically, we are looking at the GPA of our students throughout their time in high school and then automatically issuing their scholarship letter. So students that have a 3.0 to a 3.49 receive $7,500, and our first-time students who are in the range of a 3.5 and above qualify for 8,860 USD per year. This is renewable for 8 semesters or 4 years, so students can count on that scholarship as long as they have a 3.0 GPA throughout their 4 years. Students can apply for additional scholarships as well. They can also work on campus up to 20 hours a week. So there are other options for bringing in some funding, but these scholarships are definitely going to be the most reliable form of financial aid, as it's automatic. They don't have to apply. It just is issued right along with their admission. For admission, we are pretty simple. We just need the secondary school and senior secondary school exam results, English test scores. Those are the only 2 things for most of our students. Unless they are engineering, then we would just require math scores as well. And then to release the I-20, a copy of the passport and a bank statement. And you can see some of the English test scores that are required. So IELTS is very popular, so that's a 6.0 overall band score, but we do accept Duolingo, PTE, TOEFL, SAT, etc. But that is my presentation. Go Rockets. I'm always happy to answer more questions as well. They can be sent to my email, which I think is shared. So thank you, everyone. I hope that you were able to learn something about the University of Toledo, and go Rockets.
Thank you so much for joining us. Team, if anybody has any question, they can put it in the chat box. Hello, Sarah, am I audible? Hello.
Hello.
Okay, Sarah, so you can join the booth again. We'll head forward to the next presentation.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.